Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So again, back in my garage. If you didn't check out my last video, make sure you go watch it. You would have seen that I drifted my 350Z out on track for the first time with Caffeine and Octane out at Linear Raceplex. Had an awesome, great time. The diff held up if you've seen the video before the last one, and overall I really enjoyed being out on track again. So in this video, we're gonna go over the aftermath of this event, see how the car held up. We'll do a quick walkthrough, show you the ins and outs of it, anything that I noticed, anything that I might need to do in the future. As well as we'll go ahead and review some of the footage of my drifting, and I'll make some comments on things that I could have done better, or some of the things that I was thinking about while I was out on track. And to wrap it up, I'll give you a sneak peek of some parts that I had gotten in that we're gonna go through in the next couple of videos. But before we hop into it all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And one more thing until we hop into the deep dive of what happened with this vehicle on this trip. I made a comment on the last video in a little text box that I would show you the wheels that I had picked up. And while I'm not gonna deep dive on those in this video, I am gonna go ahead and show you so I can keep my word on that. All right, so this is one of the reps that I had picked up. This is on the driver's rear. It is a 18 by 9.5 wheel, and the tire is a 255, 35, 18. So overall pretty good. Nice bit of fitment here, you know, not perfect, and a little bit high on the ride height, but I'm going for more function over form. Overall, not too bad of a look. All right, so there's three things that stick out to me on this. The first one, the car's just dirty. I mean, there's no really other way to put it. Going on track, there's a bunch of rubber and asphalt kicked up on the track already that's sitting there, so whenever you drive over it and other people drive over it, it's constantly getting kicked up. So overall, you're just gonna have a dirty vehicle after the event. It is actually hardly showing up on camera. I'm gonna see if I can get the spot right here. Yeah, okay, you can see all of that black specks. That's just dirt and tire and asphalt, whatever, all over this. It's obviously more pronounced in the wheel wells. Here I've got a little bit of light to kind of help show. It's dark in there, so it won't stick out too much, but definitely a bit dirtier than when we arrived at the track. And so the second big thing that you notice is the wear on your tires. I only have one set out, so the tires that I drove there on are the ones that I had for the event and that I had to drive home on. Obviously not the best idea, but it's what I had to make do, and I really just wanted to get out on track, but I digress. So I'm going to show you the wheel real quick and we'll see some signs of wear. So this is the driver rear that I had pulled off to show that fitment. And you can see a bunch of scoring on the tire. It's a little bit less pronounced on this tire, more so on the passenger side. But you can start seeing that the tire is beginning to flare up at these edges. Also that the tire looks shrunk or a little bit wrinkly. That's a bunch of heat cycling from the tire spinning really fast and staying hot on track. In the last video, we did mention about the track layout that it was not a hot lappable track. That means that I could not continuously go around the track in one session. Hot lap tracks are great whenever you want a bunch of seat time. You're just gonna go out, turn a bunch of laps, not really have to worry about getting off, getting back on, and queue and stuff, but it does wear down your tires faster. Some people get away with water squirters where they spray water onto the tires to help cool them in between each individual run, but there's really no other way besides getting off track and just giving some time for your tires to cool off. Overall, in this regard, I think I did pretty well. There's not too much wear on the tires, still can go drive them out fine. I was able to get there and home fine, so overall doing okay. And the third and final thing that I want to mention for what happened on this drift event, I got to get in the vehicle for this one. My radio just died. I'm not sure what happened to it, but you can hear it's doing stuff whenever I press the buttons, but the backlight is not on. So I'm going to have to pull this out and see if any wires became disconnected, you know, from sliding around track, if the previous owner did not install this correctly, securely, whatever. I can still hook up my phone to it, and I was able to play music on the way home. But by the way, the Pioneer and Pandora apps integrate. I was not able to change the songs because I couldn't remember the exact buttons on the side. I did know that the volumes were up here and there was source, and I could kind of try to remember how and cycle through the menu of this radio, but overall, gotta fix this problem.
Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and review the footage from the last video, the clips that I had taken and used in that one. So as you can see here, I go to this first bank in third gear. I probably should have been trying this in second gear. Later you will see that I basically just stopped trying to hit that first bank. But as you can see here, I'm starting to slide a little bit, starting getting a feel for the vehicle, trying to transfer that back way out to initiate the slide and then maintain it with more directional input at the steering wheel and then throttle as well. So that last run was my first run. Technically I did one sight lap where I did not try to drift before, so not too bad. as you can see here, I'm going slowly in second around this bank, and then I'll go ahead and initiate here. Overall, not too bad. Doing okay transferring from one slide to the other, but then as you can see here, I didn't transfer the weight hard enough, and the front tires gripped up. Wanted to finish it out a little strong, and then we come back up here through this big bank. I love this bank. This is my favorite bank to hit in the layout. And you can see I did not really look ahead at this point, so I spun out right there. Not too bad though.
Alright, so as I was saying, the sneak peek for next video is all of these parts that I had picked up. So this big box on the bottom is my high flow catalytic converters. Here are the exhaust gaskets for those. Here's some heat wrap that I had gotten for the cats, but I decided we're not going to run that most likely. Went ahead and picked up an extra set of spark plugs. I believe this box is my valve cover gaskets. Going to go ahead and get that done. I believe this box is my new diff brace. Here are the other lug nuts that I was talking about in my previous video. Make sure you get the right ones because previously I did not. I cannot pull those out one-handed, but... And then it has the adapter tool for getting those on and off. In this package, I've got my metal hub-centric rings. You can hear those. This was another one of those printed ones that I had. I picked up a plastic set in here. I'm not gonna use those, I'm gonna return those. Also, I picked up a sander, maybe for some paint projects coming up. Also got a fire extinguisher right here. Nice safety hazard. Make sure you run one of these. This one has a plastic mount. We're gonna go ahead and get this changed out for a metal one. And over here, I've got some outer tie rods that I'm still probably not gonna change until I absolutely have to. But I do also have a set of brakes for the front and back that I should probably go ahead and get changed out. Overall, some really exciting stuff coming up. Make sure you stay tuned. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.